John, your thoughts ahead of our first race tonight?
Well, just a few connection problems at the moment, but we are ready to go. We got all the lights off and away we will go. And look at that start. Just look at that start. Stu McFadden making a really good start, but Tom Stevens having a bit of a nightmare, I think, on that. Yeah, it's actually Ryan Martin who split right down, isn't it?
And Martin spins! That was unreal. So Martin gets back on the road there, and Chris Pauly is up in the third position. This is monumental, John, for the championship. Second place is now ahead of first place. There's more contact. There's Bolland and Slater, and a huge accident in the Cascades. Matty Chambers sent to the moon. Colin Scott involved, and Stu Etuck also involved in that one. And I can already hear the stewards slapping their hands, getting ready to dish out some punishment, because believe you me, that will be getting looked at very, very intently.
Yeah, not particularly disciplined start, was it? But look who's benefited from it. Stu McFadden and Tom Stevens. And Chris Pauly, as you said, moved up into third place from his position on the grid with Ryan Martin. Actually, he's recovered quite well considering the difficulty he had. He's back in fourth. And Darren Berris from 10th has made a really good start there as well, up into fifth place. Luke Arpino in sixth, and Craig Durrant in seventh, and Chris Boland eighth. Chris Slater ninth as well, despite the fact that they had some issues too. So they've made some reasonable recoveries. Michael Clough, who started fourth, there he is back in 16th. What happened to him? Here's what happened to Michael Clough. Just losing it on the bend there, and couldn't hold it. Makes a reverse turn.
No.
Oh dear.
That's
been Michael's season.
I've got a horrible feeling about this, and again, this is a commentator's opinion, so please just take it as such. I saw Ryan Martin on that inside there colliding with that car on the outside there. Now, whether or not that was a racing incident, that's for the stewards to decide, but that is a huge red flag for Ryan Martin right now, because they will be investigating that incident, and if they decide that he caused that incident, that could be a penalty, and we are talking about like championship defining points that are on the line here tonight. This is unbelievable. You can script this sort of stuff. Stu McFadden crosses the line then, start lap 3. Tom Stevens in second place. The gap up to Chris Pauly is now a little bit higher there. Is up the inside there. Beautiful, beautiful move there by Slater on Boland. Beautiful stuff to see. 3 minutes in. It feels like we've done about 10 minutes already here, John.
I know, so much instant already packed into this race, and I think we can expect some more as well. And just look at that with Matty Chambers. Oh dear. Oh, they were having dodgems there, and several cars taken out there. Not a lot of fun for Matty Chambers from the Royal Navy there. Come on, Matty, get yourself back into things. And it's, well, we're now with Tom and Stu seems to have disappeared off the screen there. But, oh, who's gone through there? Chris Pauly has taken that second spot from Tom Stevens. And that was, well, that was pretty bold, wasn't it? Let's face it. A little bit too bold there from Craig Durrant as well, who's gone off at the same place. But that was a magic bit of move from Chris Pauly there.
That certainly was, and you know what? That was 100% accidental from Chris Pauly. He outbroke himself. You could see the car squirming under brake, and he moved to the left-hand side. To the inside line. And Tom Stevens, very respectful, very polite. Didn't want to cause the accident. Let him have the room, and Chris Pauly will be very happy with that. And that again is big points difference for the championship. So that is huge turn up for the books here.
And Ryan is so good at timing his overtakes to the last moment. And is he going to get himself up into second place?
Well, that's what we're just about to find out, because we are surely on to our final lap of the race. Stu McFadden is coming up towards the final section here. We're watching Adam Barron here just now. There is Stu McFadden then coming up to the final corner through Deer Lodge, round the right hand, down into Lodge Corner, up into Deer Leap, comes across the line, and Stu McFadden takes the win here at Oulton Park for race number 1 of the night. Chris Pauly finishes in second position, Ryan Martin in third, Tom Stevens in fourth, and Craig Durrant in fifth position. And again, like you said, a great run of form towards the end of the season here, as James King so very close to taking that position from Adam Barron. A little bit of contact there between Luke Arpino and Matty Chambers. Chambers spins into the path of Chris Slater. Oh, it's Chris Slater, sorry. And, well, oh, that's horrible. Slater's race has been an absolute disaster tonight and not of his own making.
Absolutely, he's had such bad luck as Chris tonight.
Than I am on that one. And here is your race results then for race 1 here at Oulton Park for rounds 8. Stu McFadden taking the win there from Chris Pawley. It's Ryan Martin in 3rd position. Tom Stevens in 4th. Craig Dunn in 5th. As we are about 10 seconds away from getting going here at Oulton Park for the 2nd race of the evening. Oh my good lord, what on earth are we about? Exactly right, absolutely breathless there. And here we go, the lights are about to come on just as we go on the first race then. 5 lights on, let's go racing for the final time tonight. And it is a streaker of a start from Craig Dunn there in 3rd position. Look at that gaggle of cars. Luke Arpino caught up in the mix as well. You've got Ryan Abbott and Finch up into the inside. That's Chris Pawley already up into P4. Escorting Tom Stevens out, and there's more contact almost straight into the path of oncoming cars there. Abbott's goes down the line there as well. Ryan Martin up into P5. What a start to this race here, John.
Amazing start, yeah, but it's very disciplined actually, despite the fact we came very close. All the cars are still on track and they're all going in the right direction, but yeah, a few changes going on. Adam Barron though still holds his lead. Darren Berris still has his 2nd place, and Craig Durrant still holding 3rd place. So those top 3 have done well. They've got away with the start that they would have wanted. Ryan Martin, they're making a challenge already up to 4. But Stu McFadden looking really menacing on Adam Barron at the moment, who you have to say has defended magnificently well.
He really has, but this could be a chink in the armour because Stu McFadden moves up to go side by side, cuts the car on the inside there. That tried to get closed off there by Adam Barron. He gets sent into the barriers, and Adam Barron off from the lead of the race. Stu McFadden now loses out to Ryan Martin. That's going to be Craig Dunn on the door as well here. And again, you've got to wonder what happened there, because it did look from our limited camera angle here that Adam Barron tried to close that door on the corner.
Incredible. Let's have a look at this replay now. We'll just see what happens. You know, Stu McFadden, right? Look at Ryan Martin is on the outside there, just almost biding his time. Stu McFadden takes the inside line, and
yeah, well, it wasn't deliberate from Adam Barron, but the front end of that car turned in. It was more the rear end spun out under over traction, and put it into the front of it there. So for me personally, just again personal opinion, that was absolutely not on Stu McFadden. That was a clean move there. Adam Barron over-rotated the car coming out of Old Hall Corner there and clipped into Stu McFadden there.
He's back down there into 7th place after leading this race, you know, right from the beginning, right up to lap 9. So I rather feel for him, I have to say.
Here comes Stu McFadden though, John, up the inside, coming in towards Island Corner, leaves Ryan Martin with the outside corner there. Sorry to jump in, but that's a huge move from Stu McFadden. And look at that, Ryan Martin just gives him the place because he doesn't need to fight. He doesn't need to cause any issues over this. Chris Pawley is 3 cars behind here, but again, it's going to be what happens here with Stu McFadden. How does he deal with all this pressure here on what is likely to be the final lap of the race here?
If it stays like this, but it's still absolutely neck and neck.
It certainly is. But through the final corner then, the checkered flag waves for our final race tonight. The BFBS AFVRC Round 8. And it's going to be Stu McFadden to take the win from Ryan Martin in 2nd place there. Craig Dunn in 3rd position. Dan Berris in 4th. Chris Pawley, though, in 5th position. And that comes out even Stevens, I believe, on the championship. Look at this fight, though, here for 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th position there. Get the confirmed standings. In fact, there we go then. Stu McFadden taking the race win by a 10th of a second over Ryan Martin. Craig Dunn in 3rd position with Darren Berris in 4th position. Chris Pawley in 5th. Chris Boland in 6th. Ollie Wayne in 7th. Adam Barron awful contact at turn 1 on the final lap there, down in 8th position.